Please start.
We are starting, sir. A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all the participants in today's webinar on TallyPrime for Cost Management, which is organized by the Professional Development and the CEP Committee and the Training and Educational Facilities Committee of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And once again, a very warm welcome. I hope this tally session for cost management will be beneficial for all the participants who are attending the same, and hence we thought of arranging for the benefit of everyone. TallyPrime is a complete business management software for small and medium business, and TallyPrime helps you to manage accounting, inventory, banking, taxation, payroll, as much more to get rid of all the complexities and in turn to focus on the business growth. TallyPrime is one-stop business management software that caters to all your business requirements from accounting and invoicing to the inventory management. This webinar is designed to provide our members and final level students with the valuable insights into the TallyPrime 4.0. And I hope you have a brainstorming session, a knowledge increasing session. And before we start off with the keynote from the speakers, I do request CMA Dr. D.P. Nandi sir, our Senior Director of the Institute, for his welcome address.
Thank you, madam. So today we are privileged to have here with us our council member, CMA Manoj Anandji here. He is in Delhi office. He has already joined. And in absentia, our president, sir, our vice president, sir, chairman of T&DF committee and chairman of Board of Advanced Studies and Research Committee, Kunjali sir. So today, actually, we'll be dealing with a special item of cost management. For that we are all interested as a Institute of Cost Accountants of India members and students. So how this TallyPrime software will deal with the cost management techniques. That is why two of our very important faculty members, resource persons from Tally, they are here, Mr. Rajendra Mithari and Mr. Raja Gopalji. So they will be joining very soon for this faculty session and this interactive session on TallyPrime for cost management. So I welcome all of the resource persons. So I now request Anandji to give his inaugural address for this TallyPrime for cost management session. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Nandi Saab. Our Madhumita ji, Nandi ji, and our guest lecturers. President, I think he has also joined. I'm especially thankful to Mr. Gunjali for introducing us to this latest concept in Tally. These Tally people have come out with a TallyPrime 4 version, which will be of immense help to our cost and management accountants. I'm sure our members who are most of who practice with Tally, they'll be surely benefited by the increased availability of new features in this Tally solutions. I'm sure they will be able to deliver much better and much faster the requirements of our clients by our practicing members. Thank you to the Tally people for joining us and giving their detailed deliberation in this respect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Madhumita madam, you can start the session with the resource persons.
Okay, sir. So basically, just before we start off, the sub-theme for today's webinar on the TallyPrime for cost management, we will be focusing on the stock costing and valuation methods in TallyPrime, the job costing in TallyPrime, manufacturing costing with BOM or without BOM in TallyPrime, cost center concept and auto cost allocation for the cost centers, and new TallyPrime 4.0 with communication through the WhatsApp, Excel input function, and more. So we'll be focusing on these sub-themes, and we start off with today's webinar with our keynote speaker, Mr. Rajendra Mithari. Just a few lines about him. He's basically MPhil in cost attribution in purchase, MCOM with advanced accounting with taxation, and has got experience in foundry and machine shop accounting and auditing experience for 6 years. He's working as a consultant for software development for 3 manufacturers, an expert in TallyPrime product, and is a Tally evangelist. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Okay, so I have to start.
Yes, sir, please do. Please
Yeah,
do.
thank you. So thanks for inviting us for this session. I'm just going to share my screen and just switching off my camera. Okay. Okay. So I think the screen is visible for all. Yes, madam.
Yes,
Screen
sir.
is visible. Yeah, thank you.
Visible.
Yeah. So these are the contents we are covering in the session. The session will be divided in two parts. The 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. we are conducting manufacturing and costing these concepts. And after 3, Rajagopal sir will be covering Tally 4.0. So without wasting a time, because we have much of topics there and the time is very short, so I'm going to start with some concepts in the first part. So these concepts are connected with TallyPrime, so my screen is open and I think it is visible. uh, so here is the screen where you can see I have 3 companies. One is with CMA three topics. These are sundry topics we are covering. And there are 2 more companies. One is for cost tracking and one is for job costing. So there are 3 concepts in costing. So I have to switch and on off for Excel and Tally because topics are here. So first we are considering how Tally is working for cost purpose. So this is the first session. Here we know we always work with stock items, inventory items, and these are my stock items, for example, raw material A. So there are certain areas we have to focus for our costing purpose. See, for example, units. This is the first topic, units. So once you are creating units, see here I can create one unit. For example, here you can see a simple unit is there, and as I press backspace, there is a compound in it. So please understand these concept also important for costing. Simple unit means kg and liter and numbers like this. So these are simple, and compound will be useful for you if suppose I have 100 numbers in a box, so I can create 100 numbers of box here. So these are concept for compounding unit. So that is a simple trick for you. Now we are moving on our manufacturing process. So how we are going to put manufacturing cost or production entries in Tally. So for that purpose, same voucher we are going to cover. There are 4 or 5 concepts we are covering in the same voucher, like how to set standard costing, how to set valuation methods. Okay, so just see my data here. In a day book, you can see only one entry is there, a purchase. To save our time, I have just entered one entry for purchase. Raw material A, raw material B, and consumable auto consumption. See, this is the interesting part of Tally. What happens? Raw material is going to consumed in manufacturing process, but there are certain some items which are we are not going to consume by manually by you can say by log sheets. That item should be consumed as you are going to make purchase entry. Means as I purchase here 10 quantity, it should be automatically consumed. So it is called as consumable item. So how we are going to configure it? So here there are 5 options. One is bill of material concept. So I think students are well known about bill of material. So I am also taking that topic. Then standard rates, how we are going to set standard rates. Then there is option for costing method and market valuation method. And this is the again one option, behavior of item. So if I press here yes, So I am conducting only advanced topics. Those are not normally known by a student or a user. So only I am focusing on that. So basic tally, I considering that all people are using tally and normally they know about tally. So here is the option, treat all purchases as consumed. If you enable this option and see what happens, the purchase entry is done. Now I can see, I can show you a stock statement. See the stock statement. So consumable items are not in my stock. So if I press here F12 and tell Tally to show me quantity with zero balance, Tally will show me that consumable items 10 quantity purchased and 10 quantity consumed at a time. So no need to pass a separate voucher for consumption. This is called as auto consumption. Okay. Now you can also use this logic for auto production. So I can show you in the master. So here I am putting alter stock item and see which items I have created. Raw material A, raw material B, labor cost, then semi-finished item, which is manufactured by using these items. Then finished item, okay, and some byproduct and co-product will be created. So let's see how created the semi-finished item. So in kg, so putting here yes, Tally will ask me your name of bill of material. So I can say here semi finish or I can say bill of material 1, bill of material 2. We can maintain multiple bill of materials. So what is the bill of material? I am putting here enter. So Tally is asking me for how you are going to produce a number of one piece or two piece. So if footwear is there, then I have to manufacture pair, means two pieces. So cost will be for two pieces. And if I putting some production, then cost will be put configured for one single item. So this is a single piece. So to manufacture a semi-finished item in 1 kg quantity, I have to use these materials. So raw material A in some ratio, raw material B some ratio. Then these are components. So consumable material is also used by three quantity and some co-products are done, then some byproducts are done. So co-products, byproducts and scrap, you have to configure quantity as well as you have to set a percentage of cost, because these items are not going to purchased in my books. These are auto generated by product or co-product or as a scrap. So what is the cost benefit? That is my benefit, not my cost. So the percentage of raw material cost into 2% is my benefit received from co-product. So this is the simple concept. And here I am just entering some logic, illogical but interesting thing. Suppose I have some labor charges cost for that material and I have to allocate that also. So that is also possible. So labor charges are treated as item and here unit of measurement is hours. So let's see what happens. One thing is there I have to note for everyone. Suppose you are not getting these components and co-product byproduct option. It's called as type of item. You have to press here F12 and set here yes. Define type of component. Suppose this option is no, then you cannot say here co-product or byproduct. So I have enabled that option. Yes. So control A items are stored. Let's see what is about finished product. Finished product is produced in numbers, unit is numbers, and it is also having component. What is component? One number of finished product production will consume 5 kg of semi-finished component and 1 hour for labor. So the cost of finished good is equal to semi-finished product of 5 kg and 1 hour of labor. So save. Now we are going to make an entry. So moving on voucher, press F10. F10 is for other vouchers or normal vouchers like sales, purchase, receipt, payment. These are available on screen. F10 is for other vouchers, put here and select stock journal. Now, this is the simple stock journal. This like component list left side and production list right side. In which condition you have to use this? Suppose the business doesn't having any product with a fixed formula with a bill of material. Means at the end of day they are providing a log sheet. These are components used and this is produced. So in that case only you can use a simple stock journal. This is called a simple stock journal. Left and right side only two parts. Now change view. Right side is the button Control H, change view. You can select here use for manufacturing journal. This is the best part of Tally for manufacturing. So now Tally is asking you which product you are going to produce. By pressing spacebar, you can select here semi-finished product. Enter. See, as you select the product without quantity, only components are available automatically fetched from the bill of material list. And here is the co-product byproduct. So let's assume I am going to produce 10 quantity. 10 quantity, I am just putting enter. All cost sheet, you can say in short terms, we can say cost sheet, but it is not a cost sheet. But here everything is prepared. See, one piece required 5 quantity, automatically 50 will be going to consume. This way my raw material cost is 20,400. And see at the right side 2%, 3% and 1% my co-product, byproduct and scrap is generated. And these are not my loss, these are my gain. So 20,400 minus my value of co-production and byproduct scrap value. So it is my 19,176 is my final cost. So per piece 1,917 is my per kg cost. So this is for semi finish. So let's assume everything is correct. So I am not going to editing here, or else suppose the production process required some editing in the fixed formula, like instead of raw material using a 50 kg, so they are using 55 kg. So you can put here 55 kg. That is not a big issue. So if you want to make a standard, don't edit it. So just put enter here and I am moving here at the bottom. So these are raw material and plus process cost of labor, co-product, byproduct, scrap product. And here Tell is asking you for overheads. So after finishing the production, that semi-finished production, you can select here any ledger of expenditure and you can put here your overhead cost as suppose 10%. So either you can press here 10. So that will consider as 10% of raw material. So raw material cost, labor cost 20,400 into 10% is here. Else, suppose you want to put here only amount, you can put here 2,500. That is also possible. Now 2,500 is also impacting your co-product byproduct costing. If you want to see, I am putting here 0 and check the window 458 will be modified. See, it is now 408. So overhead cost as per our standard costing system, overheads or otherwise any other cost will be also impacting my cost of production as well as cost of my co-product byproduct. So if I here put here 5,000 and see the, if I press here enter, see change in the costing. I am putting here enter. What happens? Now the cost are changed. So now my product is ready for 2,387 rupees 60 paise for per kg of semi-finished goods. Put here enter. Now again I am putting here Control H and manufacturing going to finished product. So finished products for 9 quantity I am going to produce. Enter. So no any other charges will be there. Suppose 200 rupees per hour labor. So 1,800 is the labor cost. So you can use stock item for service also. That is the beauty of Tally. And now my product is ready. Control A, save. To see what is produced and what was manufactured for the day or for a period, display statement of inventory. Also you can use go to button. Okay, and movement analysis. Movement analysis in transfer analysis, and see here what happens for the day. All produced is your inwarded and all consumed is your outward. So goods out means consumed and inward is your produced. So this is automatically done. That report is very nice. Now cost accountant also using cost estimation concept. You can also use this cost estimation. Enter. Tell is asking for which group you are going to consider costing. Enter all groups. So all groups are here. Now I have to represent the cost of product to my management team. So as an cost accountant, suppose I say finished product is always at 11,162 and semi finish as 2,192. So this is the cost for one item only. Okay, you can see semi finished cost is 2192. That is raw material for finished product. So one production may be a cost for another production. So that is very simple process. Here you can change. Suppose you have multiple bill of materials, so you can click here all bill of materials. You want to see component wise means suppose this raw material is used in four different products. So you can put here component wise. So Tally will going to show you raw material used in how many items. And suppose here labor is used in finished product as well as semi finished product. So Tally is showing you at which stage what is the cost for that component. So this is very simple and very sweet tool by Tally. So it's my first topic that is called as how to make production. Now, if you see here in a purchase register or a voucher register, I am not purchased any labor charges. Okay, labor charges are not billed by anyone to me. But how it's taking 200 rupees as a cost. So here alter a stock item in a labor cost in a standard rate option. Here I put here 1st April it is 200. You can say here from 1st May the cost is increased and it is 250. So this is the best system and you can put any calendar of days and Tally will consider that cost for your production. Okay, so now you can see a stock. So this is my stock statement opening, inward, outward and closing. So everything is here. And costing is done by cost, actual cost. Okay. Now the question arises how to see cost valuation of stocks at a time for various types of methods. So it's very simple. You have to just press here right side is the button auto column. Select here stock valuation methods. Now see this is the first one default. In default opening, debit, credit, closing. So opening, inward, outward, closing. I am putting my cursor at right side. Now see here my pointer is there FIFO. This is my FIFO method. So by FIFO how it is going to calculate. Again I am sending my cursor to next LIFO perpetual. So don't worry about costing methods. I am providing you about all costing methods here. And costing methods will be shared to you. Which cost method? See at zero value, average cost, FIFO, perpetual, LIFO, perpetual cost, and how Tally is going to calculate costing concept. So that examples are already ready. Formula is given. See average cost, total cost divided by total quantity. Everything will be provided on your group or by the institute. So I am going to share this also. So don't worry about the material. The video is will be there and also material will be there. So all costings are there. See, suppose you want to see only closing stock, press F12 and say here, I don't want opening stock, I don't want inward, I don't want outward, and only closing stock show me. So this is the only closing stock. See here. Default means as per item master configured. See here. In item, I put here average cost, average price. Okay. So that is the default method. And here FIFO, LIFO and all methods are there. Okay. One nice thing in Tally that if you want to save this report, press here right side the button save view and give your name. Suppose I am saying here CME valuation methods and save it. And now don't worry about it. Just go to button and type here your desired report. So this is the best feature given in TallyPrime. Now we are moving on next topic. So what we seen, how to set standard costing, how to set C evaluation methods, then how to auto consume a item. Okay, I can also repeat it because it is very important for us. See, there are certain sundry materials having less value, but we always found these items in our stock statement and which is disturbing our stock statement. So just to make configuration here, stock item, and here behavior option is there. Yes, and set here treat all purchases as consumed. Suppose you are selling a scrap in market. That scrap is not purchased by us, but you are going to sell it as per GST rules. We have to sell it in on bills. So that stock will be always in negative. So make sure that you are setting saying here yes. Treat all sales as new manufactured. Tally will automatically make manufacturing entry. So that is a very nice feature. Also treat all rejection as inward, which are scrap. So no any work done on that rejection material. So that is also available. Okay, so that's completed for the first topic. Manufacturing entries with bill of material and cost estimation and multiple bill. Okay, multiple bill of material I have to show you. So let's see here finished product. Here I am saying bill of material, yes. And here was the first bill of material. Now suppose 5 instead of 5 I want to use 4. So here I can say finish 001, that is my second bill of material. So that bill of material is setting for one product, and I can say here use semi finish at 4 gauge. So these are possibilities in Tally. Now when I am going to pass one entry for finished product as a manufacturing, see here is for manufacturing, and I am putting here finished product. Tally will ask me which one you are going to manufacture. Suppose for example laptop. So laptop is maybe having with graphic card and maybe having without graphic card. So I can use same laptop item for multiple bill of materials. Okay, so if I put here first one and 10 quantity, so Tally is considering 10 into 5, 10 into 1. Suppose I am putting here second one, Tally is considering 10 quantity for 40 semi-finished used. That's very easy and simple. It's called as multiple bill of material. Now, moving on the next, that is very important for cost tracking and cost center utilization for costing. So first understand cost center, we know what is cost center. Also we know what is go down, but we can use cost center plus go down both in a same project. So let's see. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, something is wrong there.
We can't see your screen actually. We're able to hear you.
Rajendraji, you are there?
Hello.
So we can, yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Okay. So screen is still presenting, or I have to present again?
No, you have to share your screen once again, sir.
Just a minute. So is it visible?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we have concept of cost center and go downs in Tally. So see here, I am selecting a data to save our time for data entry. Just I have selected ready-made data, which is prepared just early morning. So here, job project costing. Okay. So what we done? F11, F11, and you have to say here. See, there are two concepts. One is cost tracking and one is job costing. Okay. What we seen just now, that production done and semi-finished and finished products are ready with scrap valuation, that is seen in just 10 minutes before. Now we are watching about cost tracking. So cost tracking done by two ways. One is only cost tracking and one is for job costing. So what is job costing? So assume a builder or assume one producer. Both are working on different products. So I want to check out a cost of a order. So builder have cost for a flat. So I have to check that. And a producer have a cost for a like let's see 10 laptops, 10 laptops of XYZ company. So I have to track cost for that 10 laptop order. So what setting we have to done? F11 job costing is enabled, and see here alter cost center. Okay, we know cost center. Cost center is nothing but a parallel, you can say accounting for ledgers. Okay, and in cost center you have to say here use for this job costing. Use for job costing, and Tally will ask you, is this cost center is for job costing? Yes. What is cost center? Nothing but it is a profit center. See here, required cost centers only we can set as yes. It is a Pune site, it is Satara site, and it is Kolhapur site. Okay, this is the first setting. And for go down, we know go downs. So go downs also I am putting here Kolhapur stock. See, Kolhapur stock, it's normal created by user, but you have to press F12 and tell here to Tally that is for used for job costing. So how you are going to say here? I can tell you here by one example. How we are putting here display statement of inventory and job work analysis. I am going to provide you one complete video on job costing as well as on cost tracking. Don't worry about it. So I am selecting my site. So this is my site. How it is done, I'm going to show you. First, see the output. I think something disturbance from that side. Okay. Is it visible?
It's visible, sir.
Thank you. Okay. So we can see project wise costing here. See what happens. The revenue is here. Cost expenses. It's not only ledgers. These are with material and without material. All costing are here. Also, closing stock is considered. See, closing stock is considered for that go down. Means 100%, 100 quantity we have purchased for a job. That is not my 100% cost. If stock is there, then I have to reduce that stock from my cost. And then direct expenditures and profit. So here I am going to show you how it is working. Okay, see my day book. Okay, how to pass entries? See, suppose I am going to pay salary. So you have to just select your cost center, nothing else. You have to just select your cost centers. It's done. And and the cost center, that cost center, see here, I'm pressing here F12, pressing here F12. I am putting all options are there. Okay, so Tally is asking me for use for job costing. Yes, I already shown it before disconnection. Now, suppose I am putting here purchase entry. Purchase, in purchase, you have to select it is disturbing actually. Okay. So while using stock journal, while using stock journal, we have to transfer material. Just a minute, sound is muted. Yeah. Material is transferred from one location to another location. How we are going to prepare this, I am going to show you. Don't worry about it. Just I am showing you outline of the concept. What is the concept? Concept is that I have received orders. I am going to prepare some purchases. I am going to some paying some expenditures. I am going to transfer one project to another project of the material. So these are transactions done happens in a manufacturing industry or a project based costing industry. Okay, so they are going to transfer materials. How you are going to transfer material, source and destination, I am also showing it. Then you can see here again a payment or consumption of material. Okay, so how to configure the all concepts? So see from the beginning here, alter, in alter, voucher type. Okay, then here site-wise material used. So this is the voucher type I have created. Site-wise material used. So used is different concept. Means a raw material purchased at main location and it is used in a proper process or a project. And second concept is raw material purchased in main location and it is transferred to another location. It is not used. It is just shifting from a location A to location B. It's not used by the company. Okay, so used I am using here, and here is the main key. So this is called as voucher class. I assume that everyone is familiar with vouchers. So this voucher is under stock journal and it is the voucher class. I am saying here used. You can give any name, and as you press here F12, Tally is asking you use this voucher class as inter-godown transfer or whether this go down for job costing. So these options are with you. So if it is undergone transfer, I can say here yes. And it is for job costing, I can say here yes. See another voucher I can show you. Stock journal material movement, material transfer. See here, material transfer. And see here TRF. Transfer is the class name. And here use class for intergodon transfer is yes. So only simple configuration is available. And you have to just select here change mode and select here interground transfer. Here is destination godown where your material is going to transfer and which item you are moving from which godown. So this is the very simple trick. Also that data will be shared, no issue. Video will be shared, the material will be shared. So we have few time for both concepts. So I am going to just move forward. One another concept is their cost tracking. So this is the go down and cost centers. See, people are only using cost center for accounting. So petrol expenditure with vehicle numbers, telephone expenditures with mobile numbers. So they are using mobile numbers as cost center. They are using vehicle numbers as a cost center. But it is the only usage for financial accounts, not for costing. If you want to use a cost center for your costing, then use job costing. So how I am sharing the link, don't worry. Now the next one is cost tracking concept. So what is cost tracking concept? I can show in my tally. So this is the company cost tracking and you can see here in F11 in this company, I am not saying here job costing yes. I am saying here cost tracking yes. Only one feature is enabled in that company and here only cost tracking feature enabled in this company. Okay, so what is cost tracking? So first of all, so I'm opening here daybook. Okay, and see once you received any order. So this is my order. Okay, here Tally will ask you cost tracking number. You can put your own number or you can select here your required job order number. Just give the job order and save. Now Tally is always asking you that which tracking number you are using in all transactions. You have to just select that tracking number. See. So this is the nice feature given by Tally. You can track your cost by order number. You can put as by a project name. You can put as by a item. Let's consider one example of machine shop. So one machine shop having 100 quantity order for whole year and he has to provide 100 quantity items with XYZ processes. So I have to track cost for that order. So that order is becoming my cost tracking number. So this is very simple, given by Tally and material also available with me. I can show that material also. So here is the track item cost. So each and every step-by-step guide is there. How to enable from F11, how to make sure that your cost is that feature is enabled for your stock items, for ledgers. See here, enable cost tracking. Yes. Then you can also say for your ledger. So ledger is direct expenditure. You can say here enable allow cost allocation to stock item. Yes. Very simple steps and we can pass entries and you can get your desired results. So what I am now showing you that cost tracking number. So one can use cost tracking as a cost tracking number. One can use project as a cost tracking number. One can use as a raw material as a cost tracking number. So this is from my side for two important topics, cost tracking and job costing. Okay, both sessions are already recorded and these are my topics for the day. Now I am showing you some tricks which are useful for a cost accountant. Okay, so suppose this is my database and I want to see each item at which costing method is there. Means suppose the item is there and I want to see what is the costing method for each item. I don't know. I have to see each and every item by one. So instead of that, I am showing a trick for you. In the control panel, you can pass your SQL queries. So that is very nice. So you can type here. So I can put on Excel also, so that you can see in large font size. Select here, select star from stock item, nothing else. This is the only command. You can directly type in Tally, or you can I just copying it to calculator panel and press enter. That's it. Now you can see all items with all methods given by Tally. All methods you are required or not, everything is there. Okay, and here is the column. So once you get a costing method name for the column and valuation method name for the column, so you can modify your command that select, instead of star you can select, type this, select dollar costing method, comma dollar, like that, and last from stock item. Okay, so I can put here like this, from stock item. This may be command. So once you get all column names, you can prepare your own commands and you can prepare your own uh, reports as per your requirements. See, everything is there. Even at the end of the row, just see last purchase date, last purchase party, last purchase rate, everything is available. So many times cost accountant is required to check last purchase bill number, last purchase price, and they want to multiple that cost into quantity. So that is possible only from this report. Otherwise, last purchase cost you have to see in voucher only. Okay, so that is the very simple and interesting report by given by Tally. It is called as SQL report, structural query language report. And one more thing is for all attendings. Suppose you are using Tally with GST and all types of transactions and everything is there in database. So please make sure that you are preparing your client from the beginning of the year for costing. Means your data is prepared for costing from the beginning of the year. Suppose you are just enabling all features at the end of month of March, then how Tally is going to report you for the whole year? It's not possible. So this is the correct time for you. Suppose you have 2-3 clients in manufacturing, just take some experts, Tally experts, uh, take one sittings with your processes and make sure that everything is required for the businesses is enabled in Tally. Otherwise in F11, there are many features always even not touched by users. Okay. Uh, there is another requirement always by a cost accountant and users, that suppose they are using, they are selling some extra quantities at free of cost. Okay, how it is going to work in Tally? Okay, so for that you have to enable this feature, actual and bill quantity. So suppose you are enabling this quantity. Okay, and you are going to sell something in the market. So Tally will ask you for two quantities. So I am putting here material. So just I am taking some items here. So here suppose I am taking here 10 quantity I am going to sell actually, but I am taking amount of 8 quantity, means 2 quantities free on 8 quantity. So rate is there. So Tally will consider for stock purpose the 10 quantities per considered which is in actual column. And for accounting purpose, Tally is considering the 8 quantity. So always keep in mind that if there is a concept of free quantity given or sample quantity given, so it is possible that party is going to give samples for this material. So I am selecting here the material. Okay, so I can put here quantity 5. So 5 samples are there. I can put here 0 and amount will be 0. So by this way, I can reduce my stock from actual quantity, but no any impact to my cash account or sundry debtors account. So that is possible. And if you are going to save this invoice, okay, so maybe Tally will see here that is gone. Why? Because on F12 you have to enable one option that zero values entries I have to uh, allow in my voucher. So that option is not in F12. That option is available in alter master voucher type, suppose sales. So here is allow zero value transaction. This is the feature. If you enable this, and now suppose I am putting that transaction, so that will impacting my only inventory records. So I am putting here 5 quantity, 0 for billing, nothing else, and save. So in stock, so that material will be reduced by 5 quantity. So you can see here 5 quantities reduced. So that is a simple way you can use in Tally. I have given some tricks and logics. So that's it from my side. I will thankful for all attending persons and also management committee team that the option is given for me to share something on Tally. The both topics I cannot share in detail, but I can give you this Excel file as well as a link is there. Both videos are there and PDF material is available. Thanks for now. So over to madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We really had a enriching session. Thank you very
Okay.
much. And we have a second keynote speaker for the day for the webinar, Mr. Rajagopal R. He's the principal product manager of Tally Solutions and a commerce graduate with 25 plus years of experience. And for the last 10 years, he has been into Tally's product management team. He's heading the customer centricity function of the product management currently. So over to you, sir, for starting the session.
Thank you, Madhumita. Thank you all. First of all, I thank you for having me here. Rajendra ji has just demonstrated several features of the cost accounting system in product, which actually is very detailed and very deep. Particularly, I very much liked the query part of it actually. You just, I mean, write an SQL query and just extract the information. That is very deep. Thank you so much, sir. So I just want to continue from there. If you have closely observed, you must have seen that actually sir has used release 4.0. So I'll just, before going ahead, actually, I'll just share what is the release about. So currently TallyPrime release 4.0 is the latest release. What we usually do is from the market, we keep on collecting the requirements and we see actually as per the market need, as per the statutory need, see the latest changes, latest technological changes. Based upon that, we keep on bringing the releases. So one of such very powerful releases, release 4.0. So while I'm just sharing my screen, so while explaining about the cost related functionality of Tally, he has mentioned about bill of material. He's also covered the standard cost system, the valuation system, etc. Now, what I want to showcase, which is the very powerful feature in release 4.0, I just want to showcase you the import of Excel. Like whatever sir has shown, he has shown how the data entry can be done using Tally. Now, what we have brought into the product is we have a feature of importing data using an Excel sheet. So this has been a great demand from the market. What usually happens is you all must have experienced like customers usually, your clients usually will be giving data in an Excel sheet. And then it is a bit cumbersome job for the data entry operators to ensure that all that data is actually being entered into the product. Okay, so to reduce that time and give more flexibility using this product, we have brought in an import of Excel function. So this is the gateway of Tally, and you want to just check which version you are using. There is an option Control Alt B where it will tell you TallyPrime release 4.0. build number so and so. So this is the latest version which is being used by me and which is available on our website for download. You all can download and just experience that one. If actually you're already using the existing version of Tally, you will just get one button here to upgrade the product to the latest version. Clicking on that, you will be able to upgrade this. And one more thing I can tell you, you need not do any migration of data if you are already using release 3.0. Only in case actually our earlier version 2.1 you are using, there might be some data migration is required. I will cover those things at the end of the session, but let me first cover the facility to import the data into Tally using Excel. Okay, so now I have one Excel sheet here, which I have created, pre-created and kept it. Say your client has given you this sheet with all these items pre-configured. Okay, so now entering is of this data usually till 3.0 is a pure manual process. Instead, what we have given in 4.0, here, if you click on this import button or just pressing Alt O, you will get this menu of importing the masters. Once you press enter, here, if you see, earlier we had only possibility of importing from an XML format. Now we have given facility to import even from an Excel format. You will be selecting that one and then the Excel sheet you need to select. Currently, I have one sheet which I have just shown you here. The name of this sheet is Stock Master, which I have selected here, stockmasters.xlsx. Once you select that one, it will ask for the worksheet name. Okay, so now what I am trying to do, first I'll just show you the statistics in this particular data. So this is my company. So display statement of account statistics. If you see here, I do not have any stock items created in my system. I do not have any stock groups in my system. These are predefined voucher types. Some units I have already created manually. Okay. And then one currency is there and some ledgers were created manually. Okay, so this is the status of my current database which I am using to showcase you. Now, first what I need to do, I need to create some stock groups, right? So before importing the items, I will just first import the stock groups into this data. So what I need to do, masters, I'll just select that sheet and I'll select, say, I have raw materials and finished goods. Two types of stock items are there. So I will select first this one raw material that is here. I'm selecting this particular sheet. So in this sheet, I have items here. I have groups here. So what I'm trying to do is first I'm trying to import the groups first. Okay. So for that, I'll select the raw materials sheet and there is a template mapped as stock group. I'll select that one. This is a user defined template. Okay. If you go here, I have just created a template name as well as group. I'll just take a pause here. So what happened is there are two types of import we have supported in doing through the Excel. One is you will be able to import data from a very standard template. Okay, that is actually we have shared that standard template. I'll just show you that sample Excel file. See here. Click on that. Export it, that sheet will open. So this is the standard template. So what you can ask your customers is, please provide data in this particular template so that without any mapping or without any configuration, directly Tally will understand this template and it will import data into Tally. So it is a one-click activity. Alternatively, because it is always not possible for the customers to give the data in a specific format because it takes some time for them to just create this data, right? So instead of that, we also have given a facility to import data based upon any template customer is giving you. So what we will do, we have given you a facility to map that data. Mapping in the sense, you will take the customer's Excel sheet and here you will take what field in Tally, say for example, the name of the stock group and what is the field name in that particular Excel. So here in Tally, it has to be imported as name. Okay. in the type stock group from where? From this column, stock group column in the sheet. So what happens is the stock group gets imported here. So what I have done is I have predefined this mapping and I am doing that one, modify with new data. So import summary. So how many are there? It will show actually there are 63 line items here in this one. That is the fact it is showing, and I'm importing. Import completed successfully. So for you to know what import has completed successfully, you now go to display statement of account statistics. See here. 4 groups have been created. Packaged coconut oil, packaged containers. That is, even though there are 63 lines, stock groups are only 4. Rest are unique. So it has not imported that multiple times. It has taken the unique names, packaged coconut oil, packaged plastic film, and all these things it created. Okay, all these items. Similarly, I will also do one more time from the finished goods item also, finished goods sheet also. Masters, stock masters, finished goods. Again, the same mapping. There are 70 line items there. I'm importing. Import completed. Now, if you see the statistics once again, there is one more group which got created. That is standard oil, right? So this is the creation of the groups. So instead of typing manually all these things, using the data available in the Excel, I managed to create those things in the product. Okay. So then once I have imported the group, so the group has been imported. Now I want to import all these items. So what I will do, import masters. It's the same sheet I'm selecting. So first I will import the raw materials into the system. Now what is that? It is raw materials. Okay. Similarly, how we have done the mapping for the stock group, if you can see, these are the fields which I'm importing. That is the item name, the unit, because for item unit is mandatory, right? The group name, that is the stock group name which we just imported, opening balance if any, opening balance rate, opening balance rate, opening value, GST rate if any, IGST rate if any, HSN code, etc. These are the fields which I am importing currently from that sheet. And from which field? Name, units, stock group, that is from this sheet. If you see carefully, the titles. From this title, I am taking opening quantity, rate, valuation, these things, GST rate applicable from HSN code, etc. So these things will get imported. In case you don't have this column heading, it is also possible to take the column number from Excel. Say for example, here specify column. Okay. So here you can just mention column name. Say you don't have the header, you have directly the data. So instead of just naming the column, you can just take the header also. This is how mapping is done, and it is very user friendly. Once you look into that one, you compare the sheet with the fields in Tally, you will be able to configure it manually yourself. Okay. So sorry. Masters. Now I am just importing raw material, and I will import raw material template which I just created, modify with the data. So there are for 4 groups, 63 items are there. I am importing it. Import completed successfully. Now we'll go to the same statistics and see 63 items have been created. All the items under respective groups have been created from the Excel sheet. Right. Similarly, I'll just import the finished goods as well from the same sheet. Instead of raw material, now I will take finished goods. The mapping, I will take finished goods mapping. There are 17 items. Import completed successfully. So now if we see the start, 63 plus 17, total 80 stock items are there in the system. Now, sir has covered the importance of bill of material for the manufacturing and related activities, right? So I'll just show you how to do this as well into the system. So there are two things. One is actually this can be given directly into the main sheet, or you can import it separately also. Say for example, bill of material is there for only these 3 items. So what I will do, from the same experience, masters, I'll select stock masters. Instead of this, I'll just take bill of material, and the mapping for bill of material I'll take. Okay. So there are 3 items in that. Import completed successfully. Now, if you want to see that one, say for example, this is standard 25 ml bottle, right? I'll just copy this. I'll just check in the data whether it has copied or not. Alter standard 25 ml bottle. If you see here, bill of material, the standard process has come. Here the standard process is there, and these are the components. The components also have come. Okay. The name of the component and how many number of items you need to create one 480 cases of standard 25 ml bottle. Okay. The bill of material has been imported this way. And then for the same item, okay, there is a standard cost mechanism also which I want to import. Standard 25 ml bottle we are in, right? So if you carefully see, the standard rates are not imported because in the main sheet what we imported, standard rates are not available. So we will just see actually how that can be imported. Just click on import, masters. So instead of bill of material, you'll take cost, that is this sheet. The name of this sheet we have taken. Okay. And then I have created a mapping already for cost. Standard cost, right? I'm taking that one, modify with new data. So there are 4 items for which standard cost has been I mentioned here. The 4 items are here. These 4 items, standard cost will get updated. Import completed successfully. You just go to that item. We just seen that was not there. The rates also got imported. So here, what is the comfort which your clients will get on this is, without manually entering all these data, it will be easy for them to just import using the Excel import facility. At the same time, the format of that particular Excel is not fixed format. It can be dynamic, and according to the format which your client is supplying you the data, you will be able to configure the mapping and you will be able to import any type of Excel which the customer gives you. Right? So that is actually in brief the functionality of the Excel import. So here I have covered bill of material and standard rates. Similarly, we can also do any component, like actually sir has shown, select star from stock item he has shown. All those fields actually, if you are mentioning in that particular stock item, those things will get imported into the item. So here I have just only taken an example of stock item. Now I will just go ahead and show you the import of transactions as well before I move on to the next topic. Okay. So now I imported items. Now I want to purchase those items. So instead of masters, I want to do transactions. Okay. So I'm just doing the transactions. Okay. I'll just select. I'm selecting the transactions file. No, I will select. I'll select the transaction file. That is somewhere I copied the transaction file. Just take that also. See here. These are the transactions which I'm trying to import. Yeah. So there are purchase transactions, there are sales transactions. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions in my system in this sheet. So I will just import those transactions. I'll select purchase. Similar to the mapping I have done for the item, for the purchase also I have already pre-configured the mapping. So I will select that one. Mapping is nothing but a configuration. Don't get carried away by the word mapping. Mapping is nothing but comparing tally field with the Excel field and taking that value. So there are 5 line items. Import successfully completed. And if you see your daybook, there all the 5 transactions have been imported. Right? Similarly, you can also be able to import the sales transactions. So import transactions, I'll select transactions, sales, and do the mapping for sale. There are 5 sales transactions, import. Now, I just wanted to show you this. Say it did not get imported. Why it did not get imported? You can just go here and check. So what it is saying is unable to import. Ramesh provisions does not exist. That means we are not imported the ledgers. This Ramesh provisions is your customer whose ledger we have not created. Okay. So ideally you should have imported the ledgers before doing this. So that information it will give here. So what I wanted to tell you is the failures also have been successfully handled in the system. Either you check there or you go to the tally folder where actually there is one tally.imp is there. In that also it will show. Say for example at the end we just try to import this data here. Ramesh provisions does not exist. So no transaction has been created. There is one error. Either it will show in the event log or externally also there will be a log file which gets created. In the log file also it gets created. So now I will just create that ledger Ramesh provisions. From the log file you can just copy that one also under sundry data is a party, right? I created that and I will try to import once again. There might be one more error because there are 5 items, right? So 5 transactions, there might be 5 different ledgers. Event log, sales does not exist. So the ledger sales also was not there. Okay. So create ledger sales under sales accounts, save. Again it failed saying CGST does not exist. So there are multiple things actually because I have not imported the ledgers, this problem is coming. So I need to create a CGST ledger also in the system. Create ledger CGST under duties and taxes, GST, CGST, right? Similarly, I may have to create SGST also, duties and taxes, GST, SGST, right? Now I understand, I mean, you might be questioning why it is not giving all the errors together. Actually, it will not give because actually you must be knowing that actually the ledgers have to be created. Now this is the next line item. If you just go to the IMP file, because at that error it is stopping. It is not going far ahead. See, one has been created. There were total 5 if you have seen. So one ledger has created because all the information, master information is available to that. When it came to the second one, again it stopped because there is another customer, PRC departmental stores, which is not getting created. So I'll just create that also. Create ledger PRC departmental stores under sundry data, save it. Okay, and I'll import it. I'll not import all 5 transactions. We'll just stop at importing the second transaction. So now what? PRC departmental store. Okay, I have created a wrong spelling. So for that reason, I'm saying actually in the IMP you will go there and you will copy the name actually PRC departmental so that there is no error typing it. I'll show you the error what we have done. Alter. See, this is the spelling error actually. PRC departmental stores. Somewhere the spelling has been different. With some quote actually I have created here. That was the mistake. So because of that it failed. So your tally.imp file clearly gives you why sorry, my mistake. I just clicked on stop sharing. So 2 items have been created. The third one again actually Sai merchant. So the third transaction it will give. So now if you go to display table, there will be 5 purchase vouchers and 1, 2, 3, 4 sales has been created. Only the last one did not get created because of one more ledger is not existing. Okay. So in brief, actually, this is about the Excel import facility, what we have in release 4.0. Apart from Excel import facility, there is one more very important facility what we have done. You must have observed actually, there is one called dashboard. So this is one more feature which we have introduced in release 4.0. So in this, what happens is there will be anytime 2-3 different users. Say for example, you have the owner, you have the data entry operator, you have the manager. So each one of them might be having a different requirement from Tally. So to cater to their requirements, what we have done, we have given a dashboard facility. You should be able to create multiple dashboards in the system according to the need of a particular user who is using Tally. So on opening it, actually, this is the default one. So what we can do, we can just delete all these things, remove tile. I'll just delete everything actually. So these are the default tiles which are coming by default, the purchase trend, sales liabilities, cash flow, receivables. So these are multiple reports which are elsewhere available in the system for your comparison purpose. All these things bringing together into one single screen. That is the dashboard about. You must be all aware of the dashboards, right? Because almost all software today using the BI tools and all actually, first you start with the dashboard and you will be usually drilling down from the dashboard, right? So now what I will do is I'll just remove all the tiles. Okay, cash flow, let it be there. Receivables, accounting ratios, let it be there. Trading, you don't want, remove the tile, say. Okay, instead what you want is ratios, I will keep it. This I will delete. According to your need, I'm just customizing, thinking actually this might be your need, say, remove tile. Instead, what I will do is add tile. So list of reports which will be there. Say, for example, I can say cost center trend. Okay, top cost centers. In this, we have not created cost centers. That is why it's not getting displayed. I will take a different database. Say national enterprises, one dummy data I have, one demo data. In this, I will go. Okay. I'll just delete this tile. I'll remove all the tiles. So tile is very keyboard friendly actually. Okay. So you can delete all the tiles. Now we have a complete blank dashboard. Now you will add a tile. Say, we'll say cost center trend. Okay. Or you will add top cost centers. Okay. From primary cost category. You can add, say, stock summary, top stock categories or top stock groups, primary. Okay. Add tile. Cost center trend. So I will just take one of the regions or east zone I will take. Okay. Cost center trend and so on. Okay. Whatever report you want, you will be able to configure here and you can save the view, say cost trends dashboard, right? And you want to set it as default, you can do it. Okay. You have done that one. You are coming out. Next time you are opening it, this will be as your default dashboard. It will appear. So like that, multiple reports you will be able to just show here. And every report you can just drill down and as good as your regular report from the other navigation you will be going now from go to or any other navigation. It will go there. Once you escape, it will come back to the dashboard. This is a simple feature. However, actually, I feel it will be very powerful for the users. Different users will have different requirements. So what you can relate is when you open this on a customer's live data and create that one, then you will be able to appreciate the real value of this particular dashboard, right? So I will just move on from here to another important feature which we have given in 4.0, that is integration with WhatsApp. So we have a button here, share, and we have a manage. So here we brought actually sign up for WhatsApp. First, I will show you how you can sign up for WhatsApp if you are not already aware. What you can do is you can just press on that, then our website will open and it will show actually, first of all, what and all is required for your WhatsApp sign up. So you can just go through this one. In brief, I'll just first brief you actually what is required for WhatsApp sign up. You need a unique phone number. That is a phone number on which existing WhatsApp, there is no existing WhatsApp account, or you can just, you'll have to delete your existing WhatsApp account. This is for the reason Meta mandates that actually one phone number, one WhatsApp account only. Okay. So once you do that one, you also need some business website or Facebook page for your businesses. Usually businesses will have their website, right? Or business page, that page. So only these are the two requirements for registering for a TallyPrime with WhatsApp. Okay, once you do that one, what you need to do is you need to just go to your login, which I'll use my login. I am logging in with, say, some dummy account. So I'll show here WhatsApp for business. Here, WhatsApp for business is there. You'll have to click on this. This I already raised it. Okay. Here, behind this one, actually, you'll just find these details. You fill these details and you select the partner name against whom actually you want to just register. The request will go to the partner and rest actually your Tally partner will do the needful. This is actually how you need to just register for the WhatsApp. Okay, now I'll just show you how simple it is actually the integration with the WhatsApp. Okay, so I have already one phone number which actually I can just demonstrate to you. Okay, WhatsApp numbers. So this number I've already registered. Say for example 86607 02279. Okay, so this is the number which I have already registered. Now, once you add this phone number into this particular place, what you can do is, so any report you can go. Say, for example, I am in the day book, okay, and I will go to that Control Alt W WhatsApp menu. From WhatsApp from this number, okay, to new mobile number. Say I will just give my phone number for the time being for an easy demonstration, and I will show actually there is one common template that is actually this is what you want to send along with the day book. Like thank you for using Tally. Okay, this is your day book. Please look into that and let us know some type of things. Actually, you can create a template yourself on our website and you just select this and you WhatsApp. Okay. Right now, I think I have a problem with connectivity. Second, I'll just do it once again. Yeah, it's going. Okay. So now I'll just show you if you can just so on your WhatsApp, this will be coming as your day book actually. My camera is visible, right? So here you'll be able to actually receive on this thing. The message has been received on your WhatsApp like this. The day book, it will be sent as a PDF format. Okay, it will be just reaching you in a PDF format. So that is brief about WhatsApp. Like this, actually, any report, any default report in Tally, you should be able to send it through the WhatsApp. So in a nutshell, actually, these are the three very important and dynamic features which we have introduced in release 4.0. I'm very sure actually your clients and you will be able to benefit out of these features. Okay. Apart from that one, purely for your customers, actually, we have added one more facility which I want to showcase before I just wind up my demonstration. So while printing the invoice, one ask has been to print the outstanding balance of the customer. Say for example, SLV Enterprises is having the current balance 12,60,000, right? This invoice amount is 3,15,000. Okay. Now you want to show this in the invoice. So for that, you need to just configure the invoice. There is one show previous and current balances of the ledger, which is yes. Okay. And you want to print that one in the invoice. We are given here. Previous balance is 9,45,000. Current balance is 12,60,000. After this 3,50,000. It gets added and the current balance is 12,60,000. This gets printed. This is also one of the important features, enhancements, minor enhancements in the product. Okay, so and then actually, if you are aware of 3.0, there are several enhancement requests which were given in based on 3.0. So many of those things, which feedback we have got, we have addressed in the product. So my suggestion is, because actually from 3.0 to 4.0 there is no migration, you can suggest all your customers to migrate to release 4.0 immediately. There should not be any hiccups. And you can also just assure that actually many issues which actually they have reported in 3.0 have been addressed in 4.0, particularly related to GST and a few areas where, based upon the feedback we have received from the market, we have brought the enhancements in the product. So that's all from me now on the release 4.0. Thank you very much for your time.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this session. And we have few questions. We'll just do it quickly. We
Yeah,
have
sure.
few questions from the participants. So I'll just let you know the questions one by one.
Yes,
1
please.
second. Yeah. The first question is that where bill of material predetermined is entered.
Where bill of material?
Predetermined is entered.
I assume that actually from the database, in the data, how the bill of material need to be entered, right? So
yeah,
I'll just share my screen once again. Probably this might be for Rajendra sir also, but in any case, I'll just answer that question. Okay, I'm just sharing the screen. So if you just carefully go see here, you can alter the existing stock item. Okay, any stock item we can take. So these are the current stock items in this. Okay, I'll just go to the other database which I just imported. Okay, alter stock item. Okay, and here if you see alter components bill of material, right? You press yes. This is the predetermined components which you will enter in this place. Okay. I don't think this question is related to Excel import. This is about how to configure a stock item with the bills of material. This is where actually you'll be able to enter in the stock item master, and these things can be imported from the Excel sheet as well.
Okay, sir. So we have one more question. Does the system have provisions to calculate variances, standards versus actuals?
Currently, the variance calculation is not there in the default product.
Okay. Is there any GST return oriented releases upcoming in Tally?
Yeah, excellent question. Actually, yes. We are coming up with one more GST related release, which is our release 5.0, which will be a 100% connected experience we are giving. Currently, up to 4.0, you need to, particularly for filing the GSTR1, GSTR3B, etc., you need to export it as a JSON and then upload it to the portal separately. Okay, but from 5.0, what we have given, customer will be able to upload the GST return directly from the directly to the portal using Tally. So this release is expected somewhere around June, that quarter. April, May, June, or maybe July, August, September, that quarter. Actually, somewhere around June, July, we will be able to come up with release 5.0, which will be a connected GST oriented release.
Can the output cost reports be customized to the cost audit formats and annexures?
I actually need to look at the that particular format. Based on that, I can comment. But short answer is yes. Actually, we should be able to customize because there is nothing which is very, impossible in that one actually. But however, I need to just look into the format once and then only comment how to do that one. But yes, short answer is yes, it can be customized.
Okay, sir. Is project costing possible in Tally 4.0?
Yes.
Project costing, in fact, actually, yeah, Rajendra ji, please
Yes,
go ahead,
yes.
sir.
So project costing is nothing but that first topic, and I have shared one link also in chat box, so you can get all material there. So project costing is nothing but like a builder. One site is there, and you have to start project from order to payment and to sales revenue generation. So everything is possible in project costing. So that is very nice given by Tally. That is available.
Um, Cost benefit analysis possible?
Cost benefit analysis. So if we know about in detail, so they can show. And that previous question also is there comparison of costing. So you can use budget and scenarios. So budget is available and scenario is available. You can make auto columns and create a variance. So there is a video also on that budget versus variance. So you can use a budget feature for that. Same way, now this questions is also available. You can use multiple things given in Tally, but currently it is in progress.
Okay, sir. In case of various departments and different products, what steps needs to be taken for collecting proper cost of production, inventory, etc.?
Mm, Instead of Tally, actually it is out of Tally question, but I can tell you, you have to create log sheets for each stage. Suppose there is a stage wise costing and there is a product wise costing, both way working in manufacturing industries. So you can prepare log sheets. Process one, so process one or machine one, so you have to prepare timetable. And first hour we are created these product material produced, then used, then inserts are used, then tools are breakdown, then these types of working, how much time the process is in under breakdown, power is cut off, everything you have to prepare on a sheet. Then you can enter in Tally. So that is the best solution because it is historical accounting we are doing in Tally. So once transaction is done, we are making it in the system.
Is TallyPrime suitable for real retail business with multiple stores across India?
uh, Sir, actually you can answer that.
Yes, yes. So we have a POS invoice actually, which will cater to a maximum extent. Okay. In fact, actually, if you see, there is a Manek Mawa. If you have anyone walked in into Manek Mawa dry fruits chain, they are using for retail invoicing actually. And it is across Bangalore and across other places also. They have hosted it in the central server and they are using it successfully. But having said that one, yes, there are a few limitations which we are trying to address. In our future releases, definitely actually we'll come up with more full-fledged retail solution. Currently it is possible, but there might be a certain uh, hiccups actually you might find. For example, actually they may want barcode. Barcode printing currently by default is not available, but our partners have customized it.
So Tally Shopper also may be possible for them.
Yeah, yeah. Tally Shopper also is possible. That is a different product altogether. However, I need to tell you actually currently the product actually there are no maintenance releases which are possible for Shopper.
Okay.
Whatever the product is there, that they should be able to use it. Yeah, that also can be used.
If we go for 4.0 migration, then what will be the impact on customization as we made before?
Yeah. So there are different customizations actually which is working in 2.1 or even Prime or ERP. Certain customizations definitely requires a migration. However, for all partners, we have given a migration tool and we have given them samples on how to migrate the customization to the latest product. That should be simple for the partner to do it actually. But it is not that all customizations will fail. Only a few customizations which has impact on the architectural changes we have done in the product that might not work, that needs a migration.
Batch number, stock summary happens to be automatic or manual?
Batch number need to be activated separately. In F11 configuration, you need to activate the batch number and the manufacturing and expiry dates. On that, it will get activated. It has to be manual. You need to enter the batch numbers manually during voucher entry.
Regarding old syllabus, do we need to purchase new material or not?
That's
No,
for
I
you,
think
Rajesh.
that they are asking about the material of study material. Okay, so that question is
Study
related with study
material.
material.
Okay, nothing to do with this purchase of materials or anything. Okay.
Okay.
So last and not the least, my version happens to be 6.6. These features are available or not?
Tally 6.6, no, actually, this is TallyPrime release 4.0. We will not be able to give releases for the old versions. So you need to upgrade to the TallyPrime release 4.0, only in which actually these features are available.
What is the normal price of TallyPrime 4.0? And does it cover only cost module or it is integrated with accounts module too?
It is accounts and inventory module. So it is actually 18,000 plus taxes is what actually
18,000 plus GST 21,240.
Yes, it will come. Okay. However, if you are already using TallyPrime existing version, actually it is free upgrade. What you only need to do is your subscription should be valid.
Okay. And after installation of the TallyPrime, that's my last question from our side. After installation of the TallyPrime, does your team impart training to operate the entire software?
Yes. What we have, if you go to our website, we have continuous webinars happening on the latest release. So you can join any webinar and it is continuous actually. It's not, I mean, one-time webinar. So you can join the webinars and you can have a training. Apart from that one, we also have videos actually. Do it yourself videos have been uploaded. So there also you should be able to get the training.
So the screen is shared, madam. So if anyone wants to see, I don't know ki the screen is visible or not. So
Yes,
there is a resource tab is there on Tally website, and in resource you can learn learning hub, and in learning hub you can learn all aspects of Tally by step. All recorded videos are there, and parallelly you can, if you want to learn advanced, then there is also one community, and you can see community. Also one option is there, you can use help.tallysolution.com.
Yes.
All material also were given in the session, that is also from this site. So that is the very nice site. You can use any product and just click and watch the video and read the material that is available.
That's all the questions and answers from our side, sir. And thank you very much for your valuable time. Thank you very, very much, Rajendra sir, Rajagopal sir. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me here. It has been a nice experience for me. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We wind up the session, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.